This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick it away to get this game going. Turner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. While taking a shot on the very first play. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Irish. This quarterback on fire today.
What a way to start this game. This quarterback saw a matchup that he liked. He had a one-on-one opportunity. He takes it, and there's the accuracy and the arm strength we've talked about with this quarterback. Full display here on the opening play for a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Going for his running back. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up third down instead. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Carr. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. A second down after that completion. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on first and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
Tries to get it to the running back. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The field goal is good. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be fourth down. It's a costly penalty for the special teams. The offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Man, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. Very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Defense not pressing this time. Looking for the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30 now. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Running right through tacklers. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So it's 3rd down and 4. Settling for a field goal here would really be a letdown after the great field position. They're going to run it. And we're able to get him down.
Well, they get stopped here on 3rd down to bring us to 4th down. They're inside the 5-yard line. Big decision to make for the head coach and offensive coordinator. You know what the home crowd wants. They want him to go for it here. Tough call for the coach.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Young. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Carr. Pass is caught. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Love. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And I tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Carr. Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. And the defense wraps him up.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Testing the right side here. Spins away from defenders. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offense. They're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's Arroyo. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Quarterback drops back. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. The game is now tied.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's
gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He'll throw it now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And they'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he knocks that one right through. And they've regained the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. Hand off to the single back. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Allen. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Kick is up and no good. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. He's got it for a big gain. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. Crosses the 45. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
The Hurricanes have first and 10 here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent the tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you've got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Price. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Love. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And now the running back's got it again. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. The offense going with the hurry up. They'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Carr. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Be brought down, but a penalty marker was on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call. will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line, and he'll be brought down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Send the back in motion. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On the run, it's Love. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he'll downs after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Carr. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On the run, he'll let it go. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just leading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gapped.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Carr. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
He's got a man down the middle. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Powers through. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The pocket breaking down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Touchdown, Canes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Defense is coming after him. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's running out of time here. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
We're trying to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all.
Will he score here? Touchdown for the U. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Makes the catch, but did not get a foot down. They're signaling incomplete. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. A pass not enough for the 1st down. Punting unit is on the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Ball handed off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get